Thank you, Tim, from the University of Nelson Mandela. My question, maybe I didn't get it because I didn't finish reading the annual report, but I wanted to understand, where do you get the information around what everyone must mix if they've got a particular symptom, how to, cure that? Who gives you that information as the team? And what happens if someone gets worse? How do you limit your liability in terms of your advice that you gave?
Thank you very much for that question. First things first, when users enter into the app, we have a clause that says that we are not medical professions and we will not be held liable if anything goes wrong. In terms of the information that we receive, I am a medical science student and I've been equipped with the tools to be able to research and verify information. And we have Dr. Jenna James at the University of Nelson Mandela, who has been our advisor to ensure that the remedies that we have on the app are in fact verified.
Questions?
Thanks for the presentation. I think on your annual report, there are no finances. You said you currently have 58 users that are active on the app. How much do you charge? Is there a subscription monthly fee? And what are your financials? Where are you getting your source of funding and what are your operating costs?
So currently we do not have a subscription service, but we are in the process of adding premium features on the app, which users will be paying through a monthly subscription service. So as of yet, we are not making any revenue. All the finances used are from funding we've received.
Thank you, Circular Care, for the presentation. My question just is, just in terms of partners in the healthcare, are there any other partners that are supporting the program? And secondly, for users to use the app, do they need to have Wi-Fi? And what happens in instances where there is no access to such?
In terms of partners, we are currently working towards having partnerships with healthcare professionals and homeopathic practitioners. And in terms of the app, it mainly works through Wi-Fi and data, and we will work on ensuring that remedies are downloaded onto the app so that people in disadvantaged backgrounds that do not have access to data will have their remedies downloaded onto their phones.
Hi, good morning. I'd just like to find out, even with herbal or home remedies, there would be certain individuals that would not be accustomed to it or allergic to a certain home remedy. How do you address this concern within the app?
In the future updates of the app, we would love to include a section where individuals can put in their health concerns, their allergies, as well as the conditions that they have, and the app will assist individuals to sift through remedies that are more compatible with them.
Sorry, the time for question and clarification is now over. Judges, please join me in thanking the Enactus Mandela University team for their presentation and hard work. Okay, guys, just a reminder, please do not move around during presentation time as it may interrupt the people that are on stage. Judges, please help me welcome a team from Pretoria, the team from Tshwane University of Technology with their enterprise Replast Creations and their faculty advisor, Dr. Knowledge Shumba. You may start your presentation.
For one to come up with a business idea, you need to notice a gap within the business sector. With us, we saw how polluted our environment is and decided to come up with an idea of how to at least make it clean. That is how Replus Creation. Replus Creation is an eco-friendly business that transforms plastic waste into sustainable product of a paint. So in 2025, our global plastic waste was expected to reach 460 million tons globally, highlighting the urgent need of us coming up with a sustainable solution. And 10% of that waste is plastic. Again, 8 million tons of that plastic is expected to reach the ocean each year. So, us coming us with the paint, it's because our traditional paints that we are already using, they are harmful to the environment since they release the volatile organic coating. The VOC is also harmful to the planet. So Replus Creation addresses this issue by making sure that we transform our plastic waste into a sustainable paint that will be economically friendly to everyone. With the leveraging technology and innovation that we use is unique with the traditional paints that we already have. And recycling LDPs and polyester for us to create the paint binders and fillers. Again, our binders act as glue to hold the paint together, and the fillers add volume and thickens our paint to make it more unique than others. So the SDGs that we use are SDG 9, 12, 13, and 14. And for us to make sure that we keep the environment clean, the raw materials that we get from plastic waste are the ones that will end up being in the landfills and oceans. And to avoid us using the volatile organic materials, we also make sure that our paint is also unique from others. The LDPs and polyestrines that we combine together, they are economically friendly. So from here on, there's the process of us making the whole product. We combine the LDPs and the polyestrine in the process making. We take the plastic and shred it into little pieces and take out the contaminants in it. From there, we combine everything for us to get our economically friendly paint. So here's the interesting part. Our target market, we make sure that our paint facilities are companies that have to deal with paint, are any people who make sure that they will need supply from paint. And so far, we made 3 sales with 2 combos of paint binders and fillers, which are 110 rands each so far. And the nice part is, since we've made our sales, we're able to see how our paint is with our clients. So from making the sales, we went back to the prototyping phase. Prototyping phase to make sure that we try and make our paint to be more sustainable. We try to recreate it since we got the feedback of saying it was peeling off the walls. So we saw that our paint is a need, and there are people who are currently needing it since it's economically friendly and it is not harmful to the environment. Then we took it back to the prototyping phase. Our achievements so far. The nicest part about us is that we achieved to get into the Durban Innovators. Yes, the Durban Innovators in Durban. And we also made it through the regionals. We were also able to at least make sales, which shows that our economically friendly paint is in demand. Again, we got funding and we got partnership with builders for us to supply for them whenever we are ready. And the last one is that we managed to partner with 2 large waste companies. I am Tabago Prudence Mashala from TT, and we are Replus.
Okay, judges, any questions?
Thank you, Tim, for the presentation. I just wanted, maybe I missed this one. How much are you selling your paint for? How competitive it is compared to the normal paint?
Now we are only focusing on the fillers and binders, which cost 110 a combo pack. Until we improve on our paint durability, that's when we can look up to producing more paint branches.
Thank you for the presentation. How did you make the 3 sales? Like, did you guys advertise? How did the buyer actually?
How did they buy?
Yes, like how did they find you? Find you since you're still in the, initial stages, I suppose.
Okay, we utilize social media partnership and our website to get the target audience. So the 3 individuals came to us wanting to try the fillers and binders in terms of the durability. That's when we sold the three combo pack of the fillers and binders, and the response, the feedback was that the paint didn't last long enough.
Hi. Okay, I have possibly a few questions. So, related to what that gentleman over there was asking, you said it's fillers and binders that you focused on for now. So, again, what is, in comparison to what's in the market, how is the pricing? Like, is it lower, higher?
Okay.
And durability. That's a quick one to throw in there. Like, how, in terms of its quality or performance, does it compare? Just your fillers and binders.
Okay, in terms of the pricing, we have looked to the traditional paint manufacturers whereby they use chemicals to produce fillers and binders. So with us, Replus Creations, we use plastic waste to produce fillers and binders, whereby the cost is less and the production capacity is high.
Okay.
So we came up with a combo pack of fillers and binders. Doesn't cost less or more, but a reasonable price for our target audience. So in terms of the durability, we have looked up to our first paint batch, whereby we are improving on the durability, adding ingredients to the paint to make it more sustainable. Yes.
Okay, can I continue if that's okay? All right, I just wanted to, I hope it's relatively quick. It's okay? All right. What are the uses for your stuff so far? So it's, I saw it was houses. Is it just houses for now, or is there like industrial use, or like, just wanted to know a bit more about the different use cases. I think, yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you for the question. So far, it's not only for the houses. So far, it's just for, we were trying to make it more out there. So that's why we're trying to at least use different places. I'm not sure if it makes sense. So we do houses, yes. We do facilities, yes. And then we also try to do an NGO where we just paint for a crash, where we can be able to see if our paint is lasting this time or not. So it's not just for houses. In or outside? Oh, both.
I'm not sure if there's still time. I just wanted to check 2 things. In terms of the future, I mean, you're talking about improving the paint.
Unfortunately, the time for question and answers is now elapsed. Judges, please help me in thanking the Enactus Tshwane University of Technology team for their presentation and their hard work. Thank you. Okay, judges, please help me welcome a team from Cape Town, the team from University of Cape Town with their enterprise Smart Shoe, and their faculty advisor, Mr. Stuart Henry. You may start your presentation.
Good morning, judges, faculty, and fellow innovators. We are 6 entrepreneurial students from the University of Cape Town with one shared mission: to solve real problems through smart and sustainable business innovation. We visited Langa Township, where we listened to parents and teachers speak about a simple yet urgent issue: children outgrowing school shoes faster than families can afford them. Parents were spending an excessive amount on multiple children multiple times a year, while their children walked in shoes that didn't fit, weren't safe, and didn't last. We saw pain, not just in feet, but in finances and futures. That's where our journey began.
As entrepreneurship students, we saw this not just as a problem, but a call to action. In South Africa, millions of children walk to school each day in shoes that no longer fit or are falling apart. Many low-income families can't afford to replace them. This is not just a footwear issue. It's a barrier to education, a financial strain on families, a risk to children's well-being, as well as a strain on early foot development.
Smart school shoes exist to change that. We stepped in with purpose, urgency, and a prototype. We came out of that process was not just a shoe, it was a breakthrough, a world-first innovation designed with intention and built with impact. We took initiative, secured a provisional patent to protect our innovation, and built a business model rooted in purpose and designed for impact. Let us introduce the future of school footwear. Smart school shoes are not just shoes. They're an innovation built for movement, protection, and possibility. And here's how they work.
Smart school shoes are made from 100% genuine, locally sourced leather that is breathable, scuff-resistant, and durable. What truly sets us apart is our dual adjustability system, an internal barrel screw mechanism in the sole that allows the shoe to grow up to 3 sizes, and our clever expandable pocket system in the upper, gradually expanding as the child grows. We've also designed with health in mind, including a wide ergonomic toe box that promotes natural foot and bone development, a feature missing in 98% of South African school shoes, according to Stellenbosch research. But Smart School Shoes goes even further. We've embedded a discrete GPS smart tag in the tongue for real-time location tracking. And we didn't stop there. For added safety, we added a reflective heel strip to improve visibility in low light, crucial for children walking to and from school in the dark. This is more than a shoe. Smart School Shoe is a wearable tech, child-focused design, and social impact all in one. Built for movement, engineered for growth, designed for dignity. A shoe that adjusts, protects, and empowers step by step.
Our product is priced at only $4.79, offering not only the durability and longevity of 3 traditional pairs, but also the added value of built-in safety and GPS technology, all in one product. We aim for our revenue model to include B2B and B2C, and the numbers speak for themselves. By capturing only 2% of the market, we will be able to generate over 120 million rand in revenue by the end of 2026. Before we have even officially launched, we have made 28 pre-sales, a strong start for a student-led startup still in a very early stage. This is not just a product. This is a business with momentum and a mission that's ready to scale.
Smart School Shoes is more than an innovation. It's about creating lasting triple bottom line impact. For people, we reduce financial pressure on families, improve learner dignity and school attendance, and promote inclusive employment by upskilling unemployed youth. Our size-adjustable design reduces waste, while durable, locally sourced materials lower emissions and support sustainable supply chains for the planet. For prosperity, we drive local job creation, build skills, and grow circular economy. We aim to launch a 1 to 10 CSR model. For every 10 pairs sold, 1 is donated to a child in need, driving long-term impact. Smart School Shoes directly supports 11 SDGs by tackling real issues with smart, sustainable, and scalable solutions.
Judges, this is not just a pitch, it's a movement. For over 70 years, school shoes haven't changed until now. We're not just innovating, we're disrupting an entire industry. We're reshaping the future, one step at a time. With the power of entrepreneurial leadership, the rigor of business strategy, the spark of innovation, and a mission grounded in impact, we are not just walking a path, we're paving one. So walk with us and help ensure no child is held back because their feet grew too fast, their shoes wore out too soon, their safety was overlooked, or they were forgotten. Smart School Shoes,
built for growth, made for greatness. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. Well done on the presentation. I'd just like to find out who is your target market for these shoes?
So, according to our price point, 479, we have a local company in Cape Town called Buccaneer School Shoes that does incredibly well. So we're trying to stay in line with that market. What we're trying to do is replace the traditional school shoe completely. So our target market will practically be everybody, but we are more specifically focused on the underprivileged.
Do you think that focusing on the underprivileged at a price point of 479 is feasible? Because I noted that you have almost a 200% markup on cost.
Yes. Yes. So we do. The reason is the 479 Rand is exactly the same price as Buccaneer school shoes. And our school shoes, it's equivalent to 3 traditional pairs. Just to put it into perspective, Tuffy's school shoe, which is the most popular brand, is 379. So we're not far off that price point.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Mine is around the GPS tracking of the shoe. How do you ensure that the child can only be tracked by the parent without having to compromise the fact that anybody else can be able to track somebody's child?
So the GPS smart tag is like your smart tag that you would use for your iPhone, so it has to be registered to the user's dashboard, so the parent will do that, and then they're able to track their child accordingly. The GPS tag fits into a pocket made into the tongue of the shoe.
Thanks for the presentation. On your finances, you're saying revenue is about 13,590, but you've only made 2 transactions.
Yes.
How have you generated the other revenue?
So we made 2 sales, 10 shoes for the one sale and 18 for the other, so we've sold 28 in total. We're working with a corporate social responsibility program. They ordered 10 pairs for us to do a trial run to test the shoe.
That's where my question is. Did you get feedback from these learners wearing the shoes in terms of the comfort? I mean, the shoe looks a little bit heavy. Did you get any of that?
So right now we've just started producing. So we've made and manufactured the 10 soles. We still need to construct the uppers. We have a working prototype on the table for the purposes of Enactus, but as of right now, we're still currently busy with production.
Number of paying customers, you actually got 2. So
Yes.
the 2 people that bought.
It's 2 companies.
Yes. Oh, the 2 companies. So
Yes.
you haven't. Nobody has used the shoes yet.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
I wanted to ask about the leather, why leather, and just compare it with other materials or whatever. Yeah. Why leather?
So it's actually split leather. We're using the same material that Tuffy's uses. It's been tried and tested. What it is, it's leather with a plastic on top that they laminate. So that's proved to be the most durable and the longest lasting. And we want it to last long. We want it to be good quality. We did look at synthetic plastic alternatives, but we didn't find it to be long lasting.
Okay. Quick one. Sizes. I know you've got the 3 sizes. Is there like different ranges, like small, medium, large, or?
Yes, so if you have a look on the table here, this is our size 3 to 5, and there are 2 sizing increments, so you can go from size 3 to size 4 to size 5 using the pin adjustment mechanism.
Unfortunately, the time for question has now lapsed. Judges, please help me thank the Enactus team, University of Cape Town, for their presentation and their hard work. Thank you so much. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome a team from KwaZulu-Natal, the team Durban University of Technology with their enterprise Think Waste Africa and their faculty advisor, Ms. Nons Kanyile. You may start with your presentation.
Imagine this. You're standing in the middle of a landfill the size of a city, with mountains of rotting food, the air thick with methane and carbon emissions. Then consider this stark contrast. Right outside the scene of waste, there are families struggling in hunger. This is our nation's reality. 10 million tons of agricultural waste is produced each year, and millions of people fight for survival on empty stomachs. This is not just any crisis, it's a contradiction that demands our urgent attention. Across our country, farms and food systems are failing. Cooperation's overuse of chemical fertilizers drives up our food cost, depletes our land, and threatens our health. Waste decomposes into toxic gases and contaminates our soil. This isn't just inefficiency, it's a systemic failure.
At Think Waste Africa, we see waste differently. We see gold, a foundation of food sovereignty. We transform organic waste into 3 essential solutions: compost that restores the soil health, permaculture garden that grows up to 3 times more food, organic fertilizers that replaces the harmful chemicals sustainably. Our solution aligns with SDG 2, Zero Hunger, 3, Good Health and Well-being, 13, Climate Action.
In just few months, we have diverted more than 2,228 kilograms of agricultural waste. We have produced more than 200 of fresh produce for DUT students in need and have trained more than 250 individuals, including DUT students, Walter Sisulu University students, and local communities on how they can grow their organic food.
We have collaborated with Quarry Road Informal Settlement and Bellhaven Rehabilitation Center on how they can establish their own permaculture garden and composting. Additionally, we have revamped a neglected permaculture garden in the Durban Botanical Gardens.
With 84,000 Rand of funding, please listen properly, 84,000 Rand of funding from UMI Fund, we have secured our vital equipment and have set up our new operational site. We have a lease agreement for a 450-meter square plot at DUT Nursery, creating a foundation to scale our impact. We've also built strong partnership with Sastri College, the DUT Department of Food and Nutrition, and the DUT Department of Hospitality, collecting waste twice a week to reduce waste pollution.
This is not just a theory, it is proven execution. But pilot projects alone cannot turn 10 million tons of waste into a solution. For us to have a real impact, we need to scale. For us to scale, we need to secure 1 hectare of land and build a waste-to-farm training hub, train up to 250 individuals in 2026, advocate for policies that will ban organic waste in the landfills by 2027. This is not charity, it is justice.
Food justice.
Climate justice.
Economic justice. We have a choice to keep wasting these 10 million tons of agricultural waste yearly,
or to transform that waste into nourishment for 10 million people.
At Think Waste Africa, we have taken action. The question is,
will you
join us?
Thank you.
Okay, judges, any questions?
Thank you so much. Mine is around your revenue generation. How do you plan on collecting more revenue, ergo sustaining your business? Because I see the only income that you have in your statement is through funding. Thanks.
I think West Africa, we aim to sell organic fertilizers since we also produce chemical fertilizers from the food waste. We also aim to make revenue through consultations, as we have already been invited to initiatives like Green Youth Indaba to obviously educate people. So we are going to charge people like that, since we've also seen at zero waste organizations that also generate revenue through consultations. And we're also going to be generating revenue through selling our fresh produce, because we also have our own permaculture garden. And we're also going to be getting the revenue from selling compost, organic compost.
Thanks for the presentation. Your operational costs, do you have maybe any innovative ways to maybe try and minimize them? Because I think they're currently slightly high.
Our operational cost? Oh, yes. That's because that's when we were starting or establishing our organization. So it started as a research. So we needed to buy equipment, and we needed to buy certain stuff like equipment, PPEs, tools, bins, and we needed to also buy seedlings because we are growing them in our permaculture garden. That's why it is high. But in future, we aim to reduce, obviously, our operational cost through collecting waste through near private hotels, private hospitals. Yes, thank you.
Hello. I'll present it. Thank you for sharing with us. Wanted to know a bit regarding your different solutions or outputs, the compost, the fertilizer. How do they compare in terms of quality as well as in terms of price to what's on the market?
Okay, so in terms of quality on our fertilizers, so we produce them and then we test them on our permaculture garden. And through the vegetation that we have planted so far, they've been thriving. I'm showing the pictures you must have seen in the presentation. Sure. So that also proved that our fertilizers, our organic fertilizers and compost is working properly. Additionally into that, we also work with Dr. Moyo, who's our head department, who's monitoring our fertilizers and, yes, making sure that they are top quality.
Okay, before we go to price, so with quality, it's one thing to say it works 100%, but I'm asking compared to others. Do you have a comparison? Do you have like indicators for fertilizers and all that stuff that you know, or ours is at this level type of thing? Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, can you please repeat the question?
So let's say a fertilizer, it's measured in growth ability. I'm making up a word, and our growth ability is 75%, whereas the market is at 60%. Do you know that, or it's just it works?
Yes, we do know. Because we've been comparing it to the actual synthetic chemical fertilizers that are existing. And through that, we discovered that they sort of like deteriorate the soil, and they do not produce as much as
Unfortunately, the time has lapsed.
Thank you.
Okay, I see you've already you're already thanking the team for their presentation and their hard work. Can we just give them another round of applause? I'm sure you're wondering why we're not starting. I'm just giving the judges a minute to just note down the comments for the teams. Okay, judges, please help me welcome from Free State the team Central University of Technology with their enterprise Ketros Technologies and their faculty advisors, advisor Prof. Crispin Chipunza and co-faculty advisor Dr. Patient Rambe and Ms. Maraga Lefera. You may start your presentation.
South Africa faces 3 interconnected challenges. Firstly, the country generates approximately 2.4 million tons of plastic waste annually. Secondly, outdated paper business cards, where one tree generates 20,000 cards, leading to unnecessary deforestation. Thirdly, many underserved communities still lack access to recycling education and green economic opportunities. Kratos was founded through entrepreneurial leadership to address these issues through sustainable innovation.
Through innovation, we have developed an NFC business card, a near-field communication modern digital tool that eliminates the need for reprinting of paper business cards. These cards are made through 3D printing technology using a filament that is made from recycled plastic waste. These cards do not only reduce paper and plastic waste, but also lower the cost of raw materials in card productions. We are continuously providing trainings in communities on innovative recycling strategies and entrepreneurship to help them to start their own businesses. And we also buy plastic waste from them to motivate them and help them earn a living. Here's how the card works. When you tap the card on a smartphone, your digital business card appears with all your links to your contact details and social media platforms that can now be directly saved on the phone, making network effortless and effective. Here's why Kratos offers the best solution in networking. We are offering security, whereby we have encrypted a digital signature on the NFC cards for data integrity and to prevent unauthorized access to your information. We are also elevating professionalism, as this tangible and eco-friendly card provides a memorable first impression. And this time around, we have reliability, where you don't need an app, you just have direct access to the profile, and the information on this profile can be updated at any time to allow your clients to have your current details. Our target markets now are the institutions and professionals, entrepreneurs, and we are also looking into underserved communities, and also we are considering eco-friendly organizations. And for scaling up, we are looking into tech and energy users as our future BMS customers.
Using a circular business model approach, we collect plastic bottles, convert them into 3D printing filament, and use this material to manufacture eco-friendly tech products like our NFC business cards and battery casings. We've also developed a battery management system to help reduce battery waste. We've also trained over 91 community members in Mukwena and Zoti location with practical skills to recycle, generate income, innovate new products and businesses using recycled materials. Through our hands-on workshops, communities are enabled to start a living and drive local innovation.
Our innovative solutions are integrated with SDG number 9, 11, 12, 13, 15, and 17. We are continuously driving global positive change while ensuring circular economy and resilient and future-ready communities.
To date, we have sold 4 NFC cards, secured 7 pre-orders, and engaged with 24 active leads. We've also trained over 91 individuals with skills for sustainable impact. We've also secured over 64,000 in funding from Ford and Schneider programs, helping us take our mission even further. Our growing traction reflects the need for sustainable digital solutions.
We are not just creating products, we are changing lives. Through our buyback program, we buy plastic waste from the community, and we have also connected them to a recycling plant where they can sell other materials that we do not use. As of date, we have reduced community waste, inspired businesses, and generated real income. And so far, we have collected 2,197 plastic waste bottles that are equivalent to a carbon footprint of 580 kilograms of carbon dioxide equivalent. This sustainable approach ensures circular economy, cuts pollution, and empowers the community with long-term sustainable opportunities.
So far, we've earned 1,200 in NFC business card sales at a price of 300 per card with a production cost of 42 rand. We also buy plastic for 7 rand per kilogram, and that's just the beginning. Revenue from filament and BMS tech will soon follow. Through our effort, we have managed to drive our business to tackle 2 environmental issues with 1 product. At Enactus, we're not just building product, we're building a movement, one that empowers the community, protects the environment, and proves that innovation and sustainability can go hand in hand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, judges, any questions?
Hi team, well done on your presentation. My question is on the financials. I see that you have equipment 24,500. What equipment do you all purchase this equipment? What does it cost for?
Okay, ma'am. So since we are recycling plastic waste, we have a machine that we have developed that recycles cuts paper. After cutting it, we put it through an extruder, and then we have our filament that goes to 3D printing technology. So the amount is accounting for the 3D printing and all the other things that are going hand in hand with the printing.
Is this actual assets that you all purchased?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you all looked at other opportunities for financing that cost of that equipment?
It's more like it's equipment that will have it's going to make profit, and then we are never going to buy more equipment of
Okay,
such
so you
type.
will recover it in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for presenting to us. Yes. I wanted to ask, I don't know if I missed it, what's your battery management system for?
Okay. So it's more like now with this 3D printing technology, we are trying to support battery management system. It's more like you have a battery and then you're trying to improve its life. So we are trying to build a casing through this plastic waste. We build a casing around the battery to help it have a better life in terms of protecting it from the environment. We're talking about moisture and impact. So with this 3D printing filament from recycled plastic waste, we are able to also go into such projects. But for now, we're just doing the NFC cards. But scaling up, we'll be able to do the BMS.
So battery protection.
Yes,
What you're
but
talking
again, we have the enterprise where now we are also focusing on the actual part where we are doing AI for our battery management system. So, but
Okay.
now I'm just showing you where we are now focusing this plastic in terms of supporting our battery management system.
Sorry, so when you say battery management, what type of batteries exactly? Because
Okay, so
yeah.
we have battery cars and all those things,
Yeah.
and now we develop some sort of a control system that's going to tell when the battery is about to deplete, when the battery is fully charged, and all those things.
For the card? You say for the card?
Not for the card.
Sorry, for the?
For the battery. We have batteries and we have cards. And we have recycled plastic waste. Our recycled plastic waste is able to support battery life, and we are also able to produce these NFC cards.
Okay. Just
Yes.
not sure which batteries. Okay, it's fine. And then with regards to your solution for the NFC cards, right? Is your target market essentially people that just want a physical item? I'm just wondering,
Okay.
versus a cell phone, like, because I know
So-
you can have
yes,
NFC on your
I
phone.
understand. Question, sir. So it's more like now with just tapping your phone to someone, your data is compromised. But now with your NFC card, you have all the details from contact details, emails, and then you just tap to your, like right now when we're networking, you just tap the phone to someone, you tap the card on the phone, and they have all the details. It's a more professional way than just taking out your phone all the time to people that you've never met before. And now we're also eliminating the big chunk of paper cards. You just have one card that you can use all the time.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry, for the sake of time, quickly, I wanted to understand your markup is more than 600%. Why is that the case? And also, what's the price in the market for these cards?
Okay. The normal business card, it's approximately 400, but now you have a lot of them. But now with ours, we have priced it high just for us to scale up when we are going to have like some sort of because we have a feedback loop where people want more aesthetics and we're improving on that so that by the time when the market, we are reaching more market now, the price ranges are not
Thank you.
too far.
The time for question and answers has lapsed. Okay, that was Central University of Technology team. Can we just give them another round of applause for their presentation and hard work? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome from Pretoria the team from Sefako Makgatho University with their enterprise TechMed Connect and their faculty advisor, Ms. Naledi Matole, and co-faculty advisor, Dr. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'll just pronounce the surname, which is Hungwe. Thank you. You may start your presentation.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are TechMed Connect, healthcare offered in your mother tongue. My name is Kanyisa. Together with me is Rosemary, and we are computer science students in a healthcare university. Imagine bringing your grandmother over to Joburg because she's been sick constantly, and she refuses to go to the clinic with you. So you decide to bring her to a better hospital where she is offered better care. But the issue is she does not speak English, and the professional that you trust so much also does not speak her language. Just like that, she cannot articulate her symptoms, leading to misdiagnosis. She is excluded from receiving quality care. Our solution to this is BUA, an AI consultation assistant that supports all 11 South African languages. BUA has electronic health records incorporated into it and the South African Sign Language. We are trying to bridge the language barrier gap that is often ignored within the healthcare system. So you might ask yourself, how does BUA work? The doctor initiates the consultation and starts communicating. The doctor then chooses the language in which this patient speaks, and from there the consultation starts. So things like, what are your symptoms are translated in the patient's mother tongue. Just like that, the doctor starts writing down everything and the symptoms. The BUA app gives you an AI diagnosis, and also you as a doctor, you are able to also kind of look into the diagnosis, write it down yourself, and then decide if you're taking the diagnosis recommended by the AI, and from there you move the treatment. Just like that, the whole entire consultation has been facilitated in the patient's mother tongue. compliance, and security. So we have tested our product across many hackathons, and we have incorporated role-based access. There's also end-to-end encryption for our electronic healthcare records. We've also been in consultations with healthcare professionals to ensure that we comply with the healthcare bodies like the HPCSA, and we're also using the HIPAA framework that ensures that data is protected.
So where are we and how did we get here? So we have secured funding, grant funding, of 50,000 Rand from the IMN Ideation Program, which we've used for the business branding, registration, as well as equipment. Then we have further secured 55,000 Rand in hackathon wins, and which we used to build the prototype, the functional MVP. So now the current stage is we have deployed the app, and we're currently engaging with partnerships in health, the student bodies, as well as compliance and regulations, so the app can be now further piloted into the clinics and hospitals. So what does our business model look like? So BUA is a subscription-based licensing platform, and we'll be having a freemium model and also a premium model where you would have your basic, pro, and enterprise, so depending if it's a clinic, a university, or a hospital. So we will be addressing, it's going to be a business to customer healthcare platform, and monetization, as mentioned, it's a freemium model. So we have 2 consultations free per week, and then, which will be for free. And then for the Students Pro, we will be, for piloting phase, we will be charging from 30 to 50 Rand per month, so they'll be able to use the added on features on the application. So what does our market opportunity look like? We have 47.1 billion in the healthcare sector, and then we have 36.9 million in the hearing aids market, and we also have 6.2 billion in the digital healthcare sector. So we are also having a unique value proposition where we are addressing the deaf people and hard of hearing people, which are about a market of 4 million. So what's the impact? People, breaking language barriers. Planet, we are reducing paper waste, as we'll be using everything on the application. So digital use, electronic health. Next one. What is the next one? Can we take a guess?
So join us in transforming healthcare in South Africa by offering healthcare in the patient's mother tongue.
Our mission is to give accessible, multilingual healthcare to all. Thank you.
Hi, good morning, ladies. Well done, excellent. I just wanted to find out, you all did indicate earlier that, you know, the older and elderly would be able to use this app. Does it have like voice recognition? Because I'm just taking into account a potentially lower literacy level from the older elderly people.
So BUA is a doctor consultation assistant, so it's strictly used by the healthcare professional. Yes, it does have a voice transcription where during the consultation the doctor is able to click record, and then they're able to kind of get a recording of the entire consultation. That will be saved with the electronic health record to ensure that all symptoms and everything is captured, so that when they make a diagnosis and they check the AI diagnosis, they do not miss any information.
Is it translated back in voice so that someone can hear it if they're unable to read?
Yes, it is translated back. It's a two-way translation. So it can be translated in voice, or the doctor can actually read out the text, but if they can't, it's going to be translated back.
Okay, no, that's excellent. In terms of using AI, with the doctors, are they relying purely on AI, or is that AI information vetted before they provide advice?
So it's an assistant. So it gives them the AI diagnosis. They get to look at it, and then they will decide that are we confirming or not. If the doctor feels like the AI diagnosis was inaccurate, they're able to move forward and write their own diagnosis. But what that does for our model, it improves it over time. So more and more, it becomes more accurate with time.
Okay, no, that's excellent. I think in the future you should consider it from an international perspective, because the market is wide. Thank you.
Hello. Thanks for sharing this cool idea with us. I wanted to ask, with regards to the technology, The language, the learning model, right? What are the costs of using it? I'm not sure if I see it in here, but I know that language models are not cheap to get into and to be using. And I see also your subscription model seems very affordable, which that's awesome. But I'm just wondering about the actual language model and
Okay.
yeah.
So we're planning to partner with companies that are leading within the South African language model space, one of them being Lelapa. We've looked into Butlali and Vambo AI, but we feel like we're leaning towards Lelapa. So we're going to be partnering with them for our application. And also in terms of our subscription being that low, it's because we're going to pilot it, and while we're piloting, we're testing. So we're going to give it to the medical students while we are refining it before we take it to practices. So that's why we have that affordable subscription, so that students are able to actually use it and help us improve the product before it officially goes to the market of doctors, the healthcare sector, hospitals, practices, and everything.
Hopefully quick, what would the deployed version look like? Because pilot is nice, but the price, should I say?
Yeah.
If you project. Yeah, no, if you project, yes, so?
So with the deployed version, we're going to be projecting it with obviously like your practices and clinics. So we'd really need to review the finances of that. I wouldn't want to give it to you on the spot.
Thank you. What is your marketing strategy? And you also mentioned that the app has other added features. You care to just enlist those?
Okay, so our marketing strategy, since we're in a health science university, we have access to the students. So we will be releasing it to the students, and we have influential medical students who will be now promoting the app that people need to onboard and will be able to test in that way. And then the added features is AI. Yeah.
So the added features is going to be an education hub for the students to go over the terminologies, and they're going to promote it on TikTok and Instagram because everybody's on the socials.
So basically, if I don't understand...
Sorry, the time for question has lapsed. Okay, please help me. Please help me thank the Enactus team, Sifako Machato team for their presentation and their hard work. Thank you, guys. Okay, last but definitely not least, please help me welcome Qwaqwa, the Qwaqwa team, which is University of the Free State Qwaqwa campus, with their enterprise route rescue, and their faculty advisors, Dr. Gray Magaiza, and co-faculty advisor, Ms. Ntebuiseng Tlhakotsa. You may start your presentation.
Nestled in a valley with rolling mountains of the Free State, Qwaqwa is made up of outstanding beauty, but Besides Quackle's Beauty, 27 farmers we engaged with still inform us that they still lack sustainable agricultural practices, resulting to soil degradation and low crop yields. Amounts of waste are either landfilled or create diaper waste in communities, generating large amounts of carbon emissions. Society has accepted this, and that's where we come in, creating a clean, eco-friendly environment with resilient agricultural systems.
Imagine a world where upcycling meets innovation, turning yesterday's waste into tomorrow's solution.
I am Musebiadi Chauke.
And I am Dombinkulu Kumalo.
Together we are Root Rescue. Did you know that about 85% of the energy that we use comes from unrenewable sources? And also, the chemical fertilizer market is estimated over $210 billion US dollars when it is compared to the organic fertilizer market that is lagging at $10 billion US dollars. This shows how overly reliant we are on unsustainable practices, from chemical fertilizers to energy and diaper waste.
Let us dive into the problem Root Rescue will be tackling. The problem faced is the over-reliance on chemical fertilizers, the lack of sustainable agricultural practices, inadequate power supply, and the shortage of water for irrigation systems. But now, how do we aim to tackle this problem? Root Rescue offers a transformative solution which addresses SDGs 1, 2, 3, 7, 11, 12, 13, and 15, which is the biochar fertilizer. Our biochar fertilizer is cost-effective and sustainable with great water retention abilities through the incorporation of hydrogels from disposable diapers. Our fertilizer increases soil fertility, crop yields, balances pH, and sequesters carbon to produce a source of clean, renewable energy for electricity generation.
So electricity generation from a fertilizer production?
Yes, let me enlighten you. So, we collect agricultural waste, which is corn cobs, maize stalks, and grass, put it in a pyrolysis system, burned at low oxygen levels at high temperatures to produce our biochar fertilizer. This process gives us valuable byproducts, which is the bio-oil that sequesters the carbon, and the bio-based gas, which serves as a source of clean, renewable energy for electricity. The incorporation of hydrogels into our fertilizer ensures that these farmers are now able to use less water for irrigation systems, considering the water scarcity problem faced in South Africa and the world.
Now, at our current production stage, we're using a steel drum to produce the fertilizer, and we have collected more agricultural waste that enabled us to actually produce enough biochar to test the fertilizer on different crops, to have a veggie drive, and also have our first biochar sale. We have partnered with Mangaung Intermediate School to expand our plant growth trials, and we're in negotiations with the nurse faculty in the University of the Free State Qwaqwa campus to have our lab testing. Also, we have started developing our brand identity through social media engagements and have contacted farmers for us to actually advertise our business to them. In efforts to acquire income, we have won the AMROD competition, AVI, Enactus Intercampus competition, and also the UFS Business Incubator Program.
Let me take you through our cost structure. We need about 150 to produce our 4 kg bag, sold at a price of 300 Rand, giving us 100% profits. Through our revenue generation processes, we have managed to sell spinach, corn cobs, and our biochar to generate a total revenue of 1,155. Should we win today, we are able to invest the money into building a pyrolysis system that will be able to produce our biochar fertilizer on a larger scale.
Now, let me take you through our scalability plan. By September, we are hoping that we would have increased our production and also completed the plant growth trials. By October, we will have our product development and validation. By December, we'll increase our production line and also distribution channel, whereas by 2026, we will invest in advanced facilities for us to produce biochar on a larger scale and start generating electricity.
Spinach and indoor plants, I have seen a big change. I have been eating some canned spinach since the beginning of winter. I thank you. Halala Roots Rescue.
And we are Root Rescue, rooted in quality, blooming with results.
Hello. Thanks for presenting that solution. Love the energy, love the testimonial. Was you holding a bag of your packet there?
Yes, yes.
Nice packaging. All right,
Thank
cool.
you.
I just wanted to ask, with regards to your solution. So you say 2 to 5 hours here, right? 2 to 5 hours of clean pyrogas energy. To power what? What are you powering? Like, so for me, how much energy in what hours, if you know? Or otherwise, just tell me what you're powering.
All right, I think you're referring to our KPIs. Those are our KPIs that we aim to intend to tackle in the future. So the energy generation part will be tackled next year when we start with the electricity generation.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay. All right, fair enough. And then just with regards to your this actual solution you've provided, it's something for people that they can also buy, right? Something they buy. So in terms of pricing, how does it compare to other things in the market?
All right. So in terms of pricing, our fertilizer is within the pricing of the market. However, it is a bit quite expensive because our fertilizer has long durability when you use it in the soil, and also it allows you to use less water, meaning you'll be able to actually save up on other things while using our fertilizer.
Yeah, impressive presentation. Thank you, guys. Just one question. You said one of the byproducts is bio oil. What do you use it for? What are the benefits of that oil?
All right, thank you so much for the question. Currently, we just know that our bio oil, through research, only sequesters carbon. We aim in future to also expand, to also investigate that part of our byproducts and make it one of our revenue generation source. Thank you.
Thanks, team. My question is very short. I just want to understand, in terms of the challenges that you've encountered as a team in conducting this project, what has been the biggest challenge and how did the team go about in overcoming that?
Thank you so much for your question. Our biggest problem has always been acquiring funding to actually start up with the business. Through that challenge, we've actually never stopped joining competitions. We keep joining competitions, hoping to win, and as a result, we are glad that we have at least received 43,000 from all the different competitions that we have joined.
What is your marketing strategy to just promote your product?
Thank you so much for the question. So at our current stage, we're using social media, and then also our veggie drive. We test we use the fertilizer on different crops and then sell them. So when we sell the crops, we actually advertise the fertilizer to the people that we're selling the crops to, that actually when you see this much spinach, this is because we are using this fertilizer.
To add on to her answer, in the near future, we aim to actually have more campaigns because we have realized that we are working with small-scale farmers, so they need more interaction rather than more social media platforms. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Please help me thank the Enactus team, University of Free State, Qwaqwa campus, for their presentation and their hard work. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, staff, students, you can exit the venue. Only the judges will remain so we can complete the judging phase, right? You can head over to the foyer, grab something to eat, and then you will go into the main room for the official welcoming. Thank you.